I know this is a big change of scenery, big change of audio as well. But we are joined with the man, the myth, the legend, the winner of the previous game, SB Bannerburn.
Yo, yo, yo.
Audio check.
Okay, I see it. So,
Alright, we should be all good. Right, I'm just going to really make sure that this part of audio stands out. I'm going to crank that right up. Do that. Alright. Now, before we get into any serious biz, I'm going to send out the links, like up the video and any account I've got, and then it'll be good to go. If there's anything you want to say beforehand, of course, you can say it, but yeah.
no problem. Am I too far away?
For me, you're alright. We'll see what chat says over a bit of time.
Okay, bring it in a wee bit more.
First ever post-match interview for OzzytheeOne Pro League, by the way, as it was heavily requested from Seychelles. Have said that this will be once in a blue moon, and I'll stick by that because it would be too long, literally and metaphorically, to do it for every game with every player. Actually, it wouldn't be 60 videos. I said last stream it'd be 60 videos, but no, it'd be more like 90 videos because there's 2 players in each game. So
very true.
Yeah, that's long. First ever post-match interview. Big. Alright. Now, everyone in chat, I'm relying on you big time here to ask questions since it was used that wanted it. Of course, I can ask some of the basic questions, stuff like how was the game, what was Wi-Fi like and all that, because we know that Wi-Fi was a big problem for Sir Barney, but I'm expecting you guys to pull through. So Chalice is here, that's who we were looking for. He wanted this big time. And yeah, so while I'll thingy the description, I'll just ask you a question that can get a long answer. So I'll be asking, run us through like your perspective of the game. What was the game like for you?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, and stream. If you did watch, if you were watching my stream, if you know that, then you know who we're watching. You know who you are. It started off. Now and then there'd be a wee bit of, jitter, a wee bit of lag now and then. But it was fairly decent the first few rounds, right? It was playable, right? But I will say, round 2, round 3, I didn't know where I was in the map. In fact, it might have been the first round, actually. You know where you're bottom of the red stairs? Mate, hadn't had a clue where I was in the map, hence why I done pretty much a full map rotation. I was clueless what I was doing. Anyway, honesty's the best policy.
Facts.
I'm speechless. But, the pressure started to get to me. See when I went at 5-2, I was like, I'll take 4-2, because I was not playing well at all, ladies and gentlemen, as you saw. That's been my worst performance yet, I think. And 4-2, I was still calm. I was like, it's fine. We're in defence now. I would say Emerald Plains is a pretty defensive-sided map, but I'm going with that game anyway. And basically, when he won that 5th round, to go 5-2, that's when alarm bells started to ring. That's when I knew I had to get my act together. Now that was when the ticker was going. It was going like what's a good like a locomotive train. There you are. And yeah, once I got that round on the 5-3, I was like, okay, this is good. And I literally said on stream 5-3, I need to win this next round because I can't let him have, that match point threshold. Obviously, he won that round, and that was the round where I had that was the last straw. I screamed my lungs off, man, because as I'm, peeking through the doorway, I'm trying to get back into cover. I'm stuck on my screen anyway. I was stuck in the same place, and I was trying to move, and the lag got to me, and Apollo won that. So, to just give an overview, and this is a full analysis, I'm sorry, right? Again, I want to get details on that. See. And on that was a factor, right? But it did not control the game whatsoever. Most of the game, Apollo outplayed me. Let's just get that clear. He did. And yeah, once I got the stream going, the stream off, I got going. Momentum kept with me.
Right, nice. Now we've got 9 viewers in the chat. Once your stream ended, I got a boost in viewers by like 50%, so it's good to see that the streams are balanced out. That's quite nice. First genuine question. Now the first question is not really genuine. It says, ask Barney if his mum is Bantricia from Skeptor. That could have been the esophagus type of word, but I don't know what he's on about. But a genuine question, the first one does come from Skeptor. You've kind of already answered it, but you can give an exact number for this. How many rounds did the internet cost him?
Off the top of my dome, I would say about 2, at the very most.
2 matches, so that's like what you were saying, if the internet didn't really affect anything. Apollo, he did put up a good game.
2 rounds, by the way.
How long has Ozzy known he has autism?
Oh.
Nice.
How long
has Banniver known he has autism? Well, I've never known because I don't.
I'm the same. I've never officially been diagnosed, but
Well, I mean, everyone has got their own unique type of autism because, you know, it's like having a special trait, but, you know, mine's isn't the typical. Anyway, furthermore, Apollo has featured in chat saying, although I'm an absolute disgrace, I would like to know how does he gain the mindset to come back from such an unfortunate score?
well, you know, after, you know, I had the wee bit of an outburst, and I do apologise for my younger viewers if you are watching that as, you know, as a role model. I shouldn't be setting that example. But after I let everything out and all that, I just started to think for myself, don't think about this round, right? Don't start feeling sorry for yourself. You go again, you try and delete this guy. And, not delete, but try and kill the guy, you know what I'm saying? I never felt sorry for myself at one point, never complained about the Wi-Fi after that. I just got down, done my best, got the one out of it.
There you go, Apollo. Sechillis is saying, Bannockburn, what did I tell you? End the stream, win the game, that's simple.
Sechillis called it early, and I have to say, shout out to 2 people, Sechillis and Taylor. And also shout out to Slint, because he, at the start of the stream, he might have stayed in the stream as well, or flicking through both the streams. They were all there, watching, being interactive, sorry. But yeah, definitely should shout out to Taylor and Sechillis. He called that like round 3-4. He's like, you stop the stream, you win the game.
There you go,
He was a
man.
real coach.
Slint was flicking between the streams. He was like, he's a G when it comes to that type of stuff. He's just everywhere. Good guy.
He is indeed.
We've got Slint asking, what does he think of the Bannister nickname?
The Bannister nickname?
Yeah, they've been calling you Bannister.
Bannister. What am I, a role in the jury now? Aye, Bannister.
Hey, modern studies and all that. What are your thoughts on that nickname?
I think that's a role anyway. I mean, it's 2023, innit? Call me whatever you want. I don't know how to feel about that, but if you want to call me the Bannister, call me the Bannister.
We've got Skeptor back at it with his good old giddy jokes. Ask Barney to do the next question in a Marge Simpson voice.
Oh, God, right, okay.
That's up to you.
Right, okay.
Skeptor wants it,
Jesus.
and we deliver. Ask Cammy to... Oh, there we go again. Ask Barney to rate prawn crackers out of 54.
Hold on. 52?
Oh no.
How's your hang? My voice has got me. I was screaming and shouting by celebration, man, every round I won. My voice is gone.
Jim Boglio says Barney shouldn't be talking to his younger viewers after the incident.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what incident. If you want to speak to my lawyer about that, you can get in touch. But yeah, I don't know what you're on about, mate.
I thought you are a lawyer.
Quickly. Well, I am, but you know, a lawyer does need a lawyer at times.
Do they actually do that? Can they not just be for themselves?
Well, No, it's something to do with biased and all of that, so you need laugh. I don't know.
What?
Oh.
We've got Slint, who's happy that you're alright with Bannister. Ask Barney how he feels about the allegations coming from Jim Boglio. Not like allegations coming from Jim Boglio, but the question comes from Jim Boglio. How do you feel about the allegations?
First off, I think you can represent yourself. I don't know. From the last question, I'm not too sure.
Right.
I might be wrong in that, but anyway. How I feel about the allegations, was that the question?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not really thinking about it, because why would I worry about something that is not true? So, if he wants to make allegations, speak to my lawyer, as I say.
This is actually a good question. What was his biggest moment of worry during the game? Coming from Slint Gecko.
Slint, that's a very good question, Slint. As I say, as I touched upon in my few answers back, it was when I went 5-2 down, and also 6-3, but the most worrying was when I went 5-2 down. That was when I realised reality hit. I have to win some rounds.
It was a very impressive game from you. How do you feel now after the game, says Sechillis?
I'll tell you what, Sechillis. Again, honesty is the best policy. I'm buzzing. This is that's the best feeling I've had. This has been my best win so far. I'm buzzing. See that feeling when I killed him last round? What a feeling. What a feeling.
I've actually created my own question. No one else has said it. How much momentum does this game give you, and do you think it gives you a lot of momentum?
Obviously, it does give me a lot of momentum, but it also makes me reflect upon my overall performance, and I am thinking to myself, if I even play 10% of that performance, I will get smacked by the rest of the league, because there's definitely opponents out there still Barney has to deal business with, and if he plays like that against them, he will get slammed. So yes, it's good momentum, but it shows you that I really need to pattern up in the next coming games.
Real. We've got not Sechillis. We've got Skeptor coming in with another question that has had a lot of controversy around it. Skeptor can have his funny questions, but he's came through with a banger here. Ask Barney his thoughts on the Flick situation.
Okay. Am I okay to address this on the stream? Is that all good?
You can say what you want as long as it's PG.
Yeah, fair enough. Flex, if you're listening to this, I'm telling you directly, right? Just imagine this. We're in a room somewhere, and it's a one-to-one talk. Look, what you've done here today, or yesterday even, or whenever it happened, I can't remember. I'm still, still having the effects of the result, right? When you made that decision, please just really think about this. What was going through your mind at the time? Also, you are a very big asset to Dusty Pro League, right? You bring so much entertainment, so much effect into it. It is unreal. Like, the way you play the villain part is brilliant, and we need that. We do need a villain in tournaments like this. But I'm speaking to you directly. You are. I don't know if I could drop an age, but you are the age you are. You know the age.
We're safe out here.
You know that this is over our tournament, right? And the fact that you're just going to throw away the rest of your games, the rest of your legacy, just so, I don't know, you can get a bit of attention. I don't know what it is, right? I don't know what you want out of it, right? But I know this isn't you. I know this isn't your decision. I know that you love Dusty Pro League. Now, even if you play on for the next 5 games, please do that. Because, trust me, you'll regret it if you don't.
That is truly motivational. Next question coming in from... Oh, wait, it's for me. Alright, actually, I'll answer that one once I'm dead or something. You can represent yourself in the UK court system, says Slim.
Okay, there you are. That's what I was saying. I wasn't exactly sure if you... But, yeah.
Skeptor is asking you to check your phone. That could be a madness. Yeah.
Let me get the old Wi-Fi on.
I'll let the reaction for this play out.
Let's see. Oh wow, wow! You've get the cheek to ask me a food question, Skepta. You get the cheek.
It's the second one.
I mean,
by the way,
that's the second one.
from
That's nearly the
Cracker.
size of your foot, mate.
Could be a bit of a
You
madness.
sent me a picture of a spring roll.
That's so random.
What I will say is, Skepta, you're one Chinese away from a heart attack going with your habits, so I'd watch out, son.
I'll answer the question for me. Question for Oscar. What do you think? Ah! Oh man, I've been called. I've been called government many times. I'm gonna take pride in my name, man. Suck your mum.
On your own name, son. On your own name.
Right, question for OzzytheeOne. What do you think about the flick situation, and will someone step in for him? Skepta asked me this last stream. Flick situation, I'm disappointed. I think it's very childish from just to quit halfway through the season. Everybody's annoyed, and I'm with them as well. But I do hope that he will come back. I hope that, like Bannockburn says, he thinks about what he was thinking on the night of that, and he comes to his senses and realises of how insensible, whatever's nonsensible decision it was, and just how much of a baby it really is type of decision. Halfway through the season, it's going to make his situation so much worse. I've had a big talk about it before. I've talked to him about it, so I'm not going to go on and on in the stream. But yeah, I think it's childish. I think he does need to come to his senses. Will someone step in for him? I was thinking about should I leave it to be like a big surprise, but if someone does step in for him, it'll probably be Slint Gecko. He's just very convenient. He's there reporting for duty. Right.
Definitely.
Slint is asking, Banny, are you a racismo? No? Question mark.
I'm not. No.
There you go, Slint. Slint says Flix brings views with Z's at the end of all the words, so it's true. It is definitely true.
It does.
So, Barney
It does.
doesn't like to talk about age, says Jim Boglio. Any comment on that?
Well, Jim Boglio, I just want to say, you kind of like the topic of younger people, and you brought up the topic, and you keep mentioning about younger people, so are you the one that likes the younger children? I don't know.
We've
I'm just
got...
protecting his ID, sorry.
Slint says, ha 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 ha, crap. Taylor says, no, not Taylor says, Skepta says Taylor now on 39 subs.
Oh. Well, he's
Wow.
lost a sub.
Was he on 40? Oh, he was on 40, I remember
He's on
saying...
40, yeah.
Oh.
Wait,
Wow,
hold
if
up.
you don't know, Bannockburn's in a sub race against Taylor. So, be there or be square, be up to date. Also, I don't know, I forgot. How did I miss
Well,
that?
he
Wait,
is.
what? Who's unsubscribed? Also, it's the Chillis.
Oh.
Where is the flipping questions from you? You wanted this and you've asked like 2 questions. I thought you were packing some serious heat. There's not any serious heat here getting given out. Slint says thoughts on Digger D.
Thoughts on Digger D? Well, I have a better understanding of Digger D after I
Digger
watched
D.
the very good Digger D, mate. Good guy. After I watched the documentary in Modern Studies defending Digger D. And I'll tell you something, I think I don't listen to much his music, but he's a good artist, he's a good guy. He should never get to jail.
Hear that, people? Good artist. Stop going after me for listening to Drill. Bannockburn just said he's a good artist and all yous like Bannockburn, eh? Hey?
Yeah. And I think David Bowie's the GOAT, so remember that.
That's an interesting one. But,
Yes.
Ozzy, why is crap PG but that other one isn't? Nah, because the second one is like quite... How do I say, like, jakey? It's just... Nah, like, there's no need...
Wait, what you referring to?
P.
Ah, right, okay.
It's just... there's no need for it. Crap is
Yeah.
like... notorious for being a replacement of a bad word, so I'll say crap. But like crap, heck, frick, all that flip. That's alright. Sounds like Sailor 82's household. Hey. Kim
Hey.
Boglio talking about the
Here we go.
allegations. Banny deflecting better than he plays Siege.
What?
Jim Boglio saying, talking about the allegations. Banny deflecting better than he plays Siege.
Well, look, as I say again, Jim Boglio, if you want this to go further, speak to my lawyer. I'm not deflecting anything. Getting on to
Fails. Right, Slint says the P word is worse than crap, but I don't think it's a swear. It's not really a swear, but like I say, there's no need to say it, but I know for 100% that crap isn't a swear, so I'm going to say that. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it. Alright, so Chillis just wanted to hear Banny's thoughts about his gameplay and Apollo's gameplay and the match in general. Fair enough. If you don't have any loads of questions, that is fair, so I'll make sure to ask a bit more about that. Slint dissing one of my casual teammates, saying that he's garbage. And also says David is goated. Banny, do you watch the 1% Club, says Slint.
The 1% club.
I've
Don't
got
believe
no
that I
idea.
do, son. Don't believe that I do.
I don't know what he's on about.
Apologies.
Also, earlier on,
Oh,
Skeptor said, check your phone again.
Alright, no, wait, hold up. I'll check the phone in a minute. Are you referring to 1% Club as very rich and wealthy people in the world that get own their own train line, golf courses and all that, the bankers and all that? Is that what you're referring to? Or are you referring to like a YouTuber or something?
But he's saying, do you watch them? So it must be a YouTuber. If it's not, I'll
Must
be
be a
really
YouTuber.
confused.
Yeah, I don't...
Jerry the Jelly is Banny's lawyer. Jerry's back, get watching. Skeptor saying that Jerry's back and Slint's happy for it. Is he? Is he a lawyer?
So, sorry, Skeptor and with his eating habits again. I do apologise. This time I think is that prawns. Looks like a nearly empty plate and what is that?
Has he got a
Soup?
Chinese?
He's definitely got a Chinese. He's
It's
also
heart
got his
attack time.
toothpaste in there. It is. It is. I think it's soup. Looks like soup.
Soup's a bit healthy.
I get defending what soup, I guess.
Yes.
But yeah.
Next up, no, it's a quiz show on TV. Right, so the Chillis was talking about your gameplay and Apollo's gameplay. What is your thoughts on Apollo's gameplay? Because I was saying, me in the chat, or specifically, me's the Chillis and Skeptor, but I'll say the chat in general, we all kind of agreed that the rounds that Apollo won were really good from his part, but the rounds that he lost, he completely sold and was just looking like a terrorist bot. So we kind of gave him stick for the ones he lost, but we bigged up him for the ones he won. What were your thoughts going against Apollo and his gameplay?
Look, as I said in my first answer, I think that's Apollo's best performance. But what I will say is, there was loads of rounds where I lost, and it was shocking for me. Right, my aim was off, position and everything. But on the flip side, Apollo, his aim was good. He was moving around well, positioning very nicely. But yeah, as you say, one round sticks out to me the most. I can't remember what exact round it was, but I can remember the situation. I think I was Vigil at the time. In fact, yeah, it was when he was 6-5 up. And I think was he lying maybe? Was he lying? I don't know.
I do remember a line round.
Yeah.
I remember him playing line.
Yeah. And basically, so I was tucked in this corner, right, for a good bit of the match. Like, I'd say like nearly a minute. I was definitely Vigil and all that. And he uses 2 drones, right? They go by me, hence why I didn't destroy them, because they didn't see me. Then, because I didn't barricade up the doorway, see the doorway to... So now you get the window at the top floor bomb site.
By the way, I'm on
like
Emerald Plains just now in a casual, so you can kind of guide me. No, guide me.
Right. Is it CEO?
I'm in
Is it
CO
that
just
side?
now. Yeah,
Yeah, you've
there was
got the
a round where I
window.
planted
You've got
behind the chair.
yeah. That's the round. That's the round.
Yeah, yeah, we were dissing
And
that as well.
yeah, I was thinking to myself, I'm literally giving this guy full control of the bomb site, and he's waiting about for about nearly a minute doing nothing. And I thought to myself, what is he doing? If he literally, I'm a bottle job. If he literally goes in and plants, he'd probably like if he had planted like 30 or 40 seconds later, he's probably getting the bomb down. But the fact that he's limited himself to one entry, and that was the doorway because he didn't have enough time to go round, allowed me to just use audio, wait for him to walk in, hear him plant, and it was an easy kill. So I thought that was really poor on Apollo's part. But that's the only really round that sticks out to me.
Oh, yeah, when that round happened, I was saying to the chat that that flashbang he threw in, he's got to push on it, because you were away in admin. He had like that bit of wall covering him, and although you were holding an angle, he had that wall. He had more flashbangs, and he could have listened for while he was planting for you coming round. What he'd done instead, he done the big rotate, went round. There was a goonie door, a barricade there, and completely just sold. And
Yeah.
it was going to have a stick there. Slint saying good kill, thank you. That is casual, but appreciate it. Sachas agreeing, yeah, when he wins, he deserves it, and vice versa. Indeed. Slint wants to know how they feel about St Mirren versus Rangers today. It's a little bit off topic, but because we're lacking questions, may as well just go with it. Go with it.
Again, son. Wait, hold up 1 minute.
So you're gonna have to get a little ad break. If we could do ad breaks, I'd put in an ad break right now. But of course, Dusty Pro community, like, they don't deserve to get dumped with ads. Here it is.
Apologies. Yeah, it's bad interruptions. And oh yeah, unfortunately, because I do not have the sources of Rangers TV or his goals anymore, it's very hard for me to find a stream. And I don't have a VPN, which makes it even more harder. So obviously, it ended up being a good win. Was a wee bit worrying, I will say, for a bigger part of the stage. I will admit I was worrying about another game today, very much so, much more. And I think see the angle you saw on stream. Obviously, some of it was the internet, but quite a lot of it was because of today's result. If you know, you know.
I think it's been featured before on the channel, so I'll just drop it. For the people that don't know, me and Bannockburn, we are quite invested into the Bundesliga, big fans of Borussia Dortmund. It's happened before where I was streaming, and it was in the league where Dortmund started tearing open Leipzig. Obviously that didn't happen in the Cup. But what we saw today was a very sad performance. Obviously it's off topic, so I'll let you do your own research and looking at the Bundesliga, but let's just say it wasn't what we wanted and it was a missed opportunity. But Bannockburn takes his opportunities inside Dusty Pro League, isn't that right?
Yes, thank you, OzzytheeOne.
Indeed.
Well, I'm not
Now,
against Skepta, but
well, we'll see what happens. There's still half the season to go. Well, for you, like 40% of the season to go, so we'll see what happens.
True.
But we've kind of been between 4 viewers and like 8, 9 viewers. Just now we're at 4. No more questions coming in. I've asked you about the game in general. Asked you about Apollo's performance. You've told us about your performance. Up to 5 more viewers. We have we've got one more question from Slint. Again, it's off topic, but how do you feel about the Champions League?
By the way, see before I answer the question, is the 1% Club hosted by Lee Mack? If it is, then I know what you're talking about. But anyway, what I think about the Champions League, now that question could mean a lot. That could mean this Champions League, or the Champions League as a whole tournament. So I will answer as this current tournament that is happening. Obviously, it's a wee bit of a shock, Bayern getting beat 3-0 with City. I mean, you know, I wasn't expecting Bayern to go to the Etihad and, you know, getting a big result, but I wasn't expecting them to get slumped 3-0. Another shocker as well, I have to say, Inter Milan Benfica, because Inter Milan have been poor. What else? AC and Napoli as well. Napoli have been in a bit of form. They've also drew today in the league again. I'll go bold. I wouldn't bank Napoli on going through in that tie.
Wow. They kind of, like, just losing that wasn't really expected. Everybody was saying that
Yeah.
Napoli would win. Ozzy, you should post Dusty highlights on the Staples channel. It's a good idea,
Oh,
but like I
that's
said in the Dusty stream, everybody's focused on their own channel. I try to be as inclusive as possible with Dusty. I don't want to like take all the fame in that, but given the Staples channel, the Dusty highlights, it might be something I want to keep for the future of my channel. If I'm being honest with you, honesty is the best policy. And I don't know who would actually want to dedicate time to the Staples channel, because I'll repeat myself again, we've got our own channels to focus on, our own TikTok videos. If you do your
true.
bit, if all the people out there, if they do their bit and subscribe and like and do all that free stuff that helps and supports, then we can start having these other priorities of the Staples channel and all that. But currently, we're not in a position to really do that. And if I'm being honest, Dusty's always been on OzzytheeOne's channel, and it probably will stay there. Unless it's a player streaming their own perspective, which Bannockburn has been doing. I will link his description later on once it actually lets me. And this
Oh,
stream,
thank you.
oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
It's coming from Seychelles. Does Bannockburn think he's going to win the 1v1 Dusty Pro League Season 1?
Well, I have found in myself. Don't take it. We've got some filthy-minded people that think otherwise, unholy stuff. See, before today, I did really question myself. Did I have the character? Did I have the motivation, the pull myself to, go through the toughest of positions? And I really did question myself, after. In fact, I won't spoil the games, so you can check that on OzzytheeOne's channel.
Exactly, and
On the
Bannockburn's
Dusty
a wee bit.
1v1 Pro League. And a wee bit, I mean. It's on the playlist, Dusty 1v1 Pro League, yeah. I also mentioned that at the start of my stream.
Oh, what a goat. Look at that love, it's all about community over here.
All about community. But I did ask that when I woke up this morning. Got myself a gun. I didn't. And basically, and I think this game here is showing that I could be champion. That there is definitely somebody that wants to win the tournament. Pick themselves up from a very tough position to go win it. Now it is just me. I just have to. It's 4 cup final games now. Like, that's what I've got to think of it. If I lose any of them, more likely I ain't going to win the tournament. I've got to win the rest of my games. If I can do that, I'm in another shout, definitely.
Slint says that Lee does host the thing.
Then I do know what you're talking about. I've only watched it once, so.
There you go, he's all over the place. He's everywhere. He's just belling him. How do you
Not
both
today, though,
feel?
so.
Yeah. Don't remind me about the team. Who do you both feel is the biggest threat for you in Dusty 1v1? I'll go first as I'm currently in momentum, and you want to hear Bannockburn, save best to last. Obviously I've got to say Skepta. It's just he's a big threat. He's been a big threat. He's right behind me. Bannockburn is only behind me just now because he's played an extra game. I don't. If Skepta loses, does he stay at third? I don't know, but
Join, I think. So.
maybe. But for me, it's got to be Skepta. He's a good player. He's not as experienced on console as some of the others, but he does it, man. So he's definitely my biggest threat.
That's fair enough. Obviously, Skepta is also a threat. I mean, I've got 2, obviously, the 2 in front of me. Well, not currently. And that is obviously Skepta and OzzytheeOne. Realistically, I need to beat them to win. I do see Taylor as a threat as well. By the way, very underrated player nowadays, I have to say. And that'll be, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be a very good game, I think, Taylor and Skepta. Just as long as Taylor can hold his nails in the game. But, yeah. But, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Bannockburn has been the closest to beating Ozzy in this series so far.
Check out the videos if you didn't know that. You're not updated with the history if you didn't know that, so check it out. What about Sean?
Yeah, the
Oh,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Slint, you naughty it bangs bracket 1% club. Oh,
Now,
okay.
who said that? Was it Slint?
Slint.
It was Slint. Well, I mean, I take it you enjoy it. Of course, I think it's a great production. Underrated. Um, I'm not gonna shout it. I can't shout it out. I can't.
Moving on, we've dropped
Yeah,
down to
moving
2
on,
zeros, so we
moving
do need to wrap things up. It seems
on.
people are
Okay.
starting to
Yeah,
care
follow
less.
needs
Back
to
up to
stop.
3. Nah, but people didn't want to follow. It's just you. So
Oh.
unfortunate follow.
Oh, right, okay.
Because it was just Chelsea was in chat. He was like, "Are we getting post match with Calmy?" And then I was talking about how I can't talk about it's going to be once in a blue moon. But I was like, if you want one with Bannockburn, I've already said Calmy loads of times. If you want one with Bannockburn,
I dropped
then
my name as well
it's been all over the place after the
in
Bundesliga.
last stream.
Ruined different.
Yep.
But it was just a Chelsea. I was like, if they want a Bannockburn one, they can get a Bannockburn one. It's once in a blue moon. And they were like, yeah,
Yes.
no mention of Apollo. And if you start mentioning Apollo now, guys, I'm not going to do it. And you're going to be the bad chat because you didn't want Apollo. Anyway, because I can't be bothered. Anyway, further more. And we've got 2 viewers as well,
True
so
colours will start the
no
show.
one cares. No one's interested in the post-match, right? Anyway, probably the last one, unless Slint keeps on producing. Do you think Taylor could progress beyond your levels?
Well, I was speaking to Taylor after this match, and I did say to him, if I were to lost this match, that would have put Taylor in a really good position to take that 3rd spot. But I think after that win, he's got to play Skepta. There's going to, if he loses that game, there's going to be a bit of a buffer between me and him. Look, he could still go and take 2nd spot. It all depends on his nerves. If he can keep it together, keep calm if he plays as he did against Apollo, definitely he could get 3rd, he could get 2nd. I think it's too late for him to get 1st, but who knows, it's just the Pro League.
Exactly. Oh, I missed the head bad there. What about, actually, with me as well, in the league, I don't think so. If I bottle this and Taylor wins, that would be quite impressive. Also, if Bannockburn and
Yeah.
Skepta doesn't win it, if I don't as well, then that is quite impressive from us and also Taylor. What about in general, though, just R6 little skill level?
Oh, but Taylor, I have. It's quite hard. Hard. Get your laughs in chats now, guys. Sorry.
Gosh.
I don't think Taylor's that far behind me in terms of skill level. I think we're quite similar nowadays.
Wow. If I'm talking about me, one fact I've got to point out is he talks about how all the good stats that he's done in that, but I played a rank game with him and he didn't do great. And then what he started saying was like, oh, when Ozzy joins, I started to do really bad and all that.
Yeah.
So that proves that he's not yet on my skill level, and I don't really play that much either anymore. Will he? I feel like over time he could, but will he? I don't know. It's a big commitment he's got to do, and I tell you what, right now he's committing to Siege. He is definitely putting in a shift, and it's very respectable. He could, but will he? I don't know, because it's a big commitment, and then obviously people's lives change. Slint is still doing bits out here, still asking this question, keeping this stream going. I'm still here. How do you feel about Taylor's negative mindset? I'll just let you answer that one, because this is about you, this stream. So.
Thanks, man. Yeah, as I say, Taylor, again, we've all improved, right, in all our wee, special ways. Taylor used to be really bad, right, in terms of mindset. Like, he used to be really bad. You know that, I know that. The people
We do.
probably watching this, yeah, we don't know that. He has improved. Like, we can all admit, he has improved. Now, that's the thing, though, right? He says that he's gonna he's thinking about a thing, or like he says, oh no, we're going to get back in it. But what if he truly means that deep inside? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you one bit. It has
Right.
improved, but yeah, it still would need a bit of fixing.
We're back up to 6. It's a constant change out here.
Oh Jesus!
People moving about like crazy.
It's gonna be longer than the game.
I know, that's my worry. But Slint, Slint, it's no hate. I do actually like big respect for you giving these questions,
Yeah, big
but
respect.
we are pointing out that this could be longer than the game. I thought the game was actually like going to be a reasonable length. I think I kept it quite short at the end as well, but turns out it wasn't over an hour long. So who knows where this goes.
Yeah.
What were you feeling going into this and other games?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, going into this game, I don't know why, but it was complete opposite to going into the game against Taylor. Because going into the game against Taylor, I was relaxed, all that. But I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if it's because it was Emerald Plains and all that, but I don't know, there was a bit of nerves, and I even said to Apollo before the game started that I'm feeling a bit nervous, I will admit. But yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
Right. Oh, okay, wait. This one's a bit weird. Slint says, right, the exact question is it true that he owes go worse when you're there? What I think you're trying to say, is it true he does go worse when you're there? And then obviously that's me talking about Taylor. And yeah, I mean, it is true. He struggles more in my lobbies, and he admits that himself. Gotta respect Taylor. He big ups me and he bigs ups the other titans of Dusty Pro League. But just now he's been humble and he's been very nice to us. But he knows that in due time he will be one of the titans as well, if he's not already a titan. And you know that's the danger in it. That's the danger.
True. That is
Do
very
you
true.
both think Dusty can grow? What are you saying?
Do I go first or me?
Yep.
Aye, of course. I think. See, even now, right? Even that's how we communicate at this point. In this moment, I had a discussion. Is either the last night or the night before to the man I'm with today so far, or tonight.
True.
Right
I think
now.
I know what you're going to say. It's true.
Yeah. I was mentioning because I was doing homework, on this game, and it's just mad how Dusty has evolved, even though it still isn't getting, crazy numbers like, Mr. Beast and all that, Sidemen. But in terms of where Dusty Pro League was this time last year, literally this time last year, going from literally maybe one person interacting and then maybe going off halfway through the game, asking if this is a Dusty Pro League game, to now like 15, or peaking at 15 people, getting hyped, not even needing to ask when that stream is on, if this is Dusty Pro League. They just know.
Indeed.
It's mental. And I think it is going places.
You summed it up well there. My short answer is that yeah, it can grow. Have I got anything to add on to what Bannockburn's saying? Not really. It can grow. I think it has got a lot of potential, but just like in football, it's about how you raise the potential, and you can see that these young footballers can go all over the place, and it's the same with Dusty Pro League. We're definitely ready to be relentless, and we've definitely always got a new idea, but it just requires the support from all you guys out there.
100%. We need to be more consistent as well.
That as well. DustyOne Film Pro League, I said last stream's been going on for over a year, I think.
yeah.
That's not great.
It's not good.
Next one, I'll let you both go now. Hey, you didn't have us chained up. You have helped create a brilliant video.
Definitely.
Definitely. Taylor has said yes, finally, but you might be joining at the very end, Taylor, so that's not great for you. But, yeah, so it's one of my cash game, which means I'm not going to wait until it's over. I'm probably just going to end off the stream here, unless something comes in. Nothing's coming to my mind. I've enjoyed this. I hope all yous have got what you want. So Chillis, I hope you got what you want. Anything you got to say, Backman?
I've got a question for you, OzzytheeOne.
Oh wow.
Say, I don't know, and not the foreseeable future, but in a few years down the line, Dusty Pro League's still a thing, and there's more people involved in it.
Yeah.
Is maybe a talk for Dusty Pro League Hall of Fame?
Oh. I think, first of all, if Dusty Pro League ever ends, then there will 100% be a Hall of Fame. And yeah, I think if it gets bigger as well, I think a Hall of Fame has to come, maybe even no matter what, because it's difficult though, because basically everyone you see that's ever featured basically makes it into the Hall of Fame. So yeah,
Yeah, I know.
if it ends or if it becomes bigger, 100%. If it just stays how it is just now, and it just does that forever, then maybe not, because it's just been the same thing for our entire lifetimes. And I'm going to do a spawn peek. If you've got anything to say, you can say it.
Check out SP_Bannockburn on YouTube, and as Ozzy says, he's going to put my channel the link in the description. I had a new video that I uploaded on Thursday. Go check it out. Go check out the TikTok. That is, I posted 2 in the same day. I'll probably be posting one tonight or tomorrow. So go check that out.
So that I posted 1. So I'm not on Bannockburn levels. But it blew up inside 1 hour, and then in the second hour it completely died. Which is a shame. I got hyped. I thought it was going to be one of the biggest views yet, but no.
Same.
And it had a little different plug at the end. Slint says he better be in the Chat Hall of Fame. If there's a Chat Hall of Fame, you will be. You could even be in Dusty Hall of Fame. But like we've been saying, it all depends what kind of trajectory where Dusty's going to be on. You know, if we do this 5v5 and then it's over, you and the people who joined in 5v5 probably won't be in the Hall of Fame. But if we do 5v5 and it goes on and it grows, then you will be. And if it just ends, then everybody on Dusty 1v1 Pro League and before that will be in the Hall of Fame.
Definitely.
Slint says, bye though, love you both, love her, love you Slint. And he says, yay.
Love you, Slint. Also.
Well, that's it. We've got 3 viewers to end off on, 5 likes. Appreciate everyone that has watched, that's going to watch, that's not been in the live event. Leave a comment below if you've got any more questions for Bannockburn, and he might reply when watching this back, if he watches this back, or if I tell him that he's got a notification, a question for him in the chat. And yeah, back up to 5 viewers, just a random peak at the end. Well, not a peak, but a random spike. Right, this is it though. Any last things you've got to say?
I don't think so.
Sachillis can't find the chat button, but he's still watching the stream. Appreciate you, Sachillis!
Big up.
Hope you got all your answers. You found out about Paul's gameplay, found out about Bannockburn, found out about what he thinks about the whole entire game. That's it from us. Peace out till next time.
Bye-bye.
And Sachillis finds the chat button at the very end. Brilliant. See you later. GG, well played.
Shout out to you though. Bye-bye.